Hi, everyone. Let's inaugurate some buildings, talk about why I love Spark Tycoon, and talk about some other things going on in Upland as well.
The latest breaking news with Shaktilyn, the latest in Upland, and the news with latest in Upland, with news with the metaverse, I've been to the world, ready to with the Shaktilyn, I've been to the world, ready to with the metaverse, I've been to the world, ready to with the with the Shak attack.
Hi, guys. So, my name is Shaktilyn, and I wanted to share my building inaugurations with you. I'm super excited. A bunch of them just came ready to inaugurate, and I thought it would be fun to do it together. And this is very much tied into Spark Tycoon, and we'll get into that as well. So here we have the construction ready. Let's see what we've got. This inauguration takes quite a long time, doesn't it? All right. There we did it. We inaugurated a building. Let's go and take a look at that. That said it was on Kinbrace. That's in Los Angeles, Porter Ranch. So this is basically a little village that I am building in Porter Ranch, Los Angeles. And what is special about it to me is that it was a filming location for the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial, which was a really popular movie back in my day. I'm sure that most of you are familiar with it, but as you can see, this is the park where Elliot's little sister was playing on the playground, and the FBI or Homeland Security, whatever they were, came and to this location as well. So I'm just building a little village of townhouses around this area. And I have pretty much all of these buildings under construction and renting Spark on the UPX Spark Exchange. Now, I usually try not to rent Spark. It's not one of my favorite things to do because I would rather use my UPX for other things. But Spark Tycoon has changed all of that for me because, let me remove this and put up a different one. I will get better with practice. Yeah, I have no idea how to make that window go down. Let me share a different screen with you. Stop screen. Okay. Now we'll present a different screen. So this is the UPX Spark Exchange. And as I was saying, I usually like to save my UPX for other things. But Spark Tycoon has changed all of that. So if you're not familiar with Spark Tycoon, if you go to the UPX Spark Exchange website, all you have to do is sign up and connect Spark Tycoon as a third-party app inside of Upland. And after you have signed up, the cool thing that happens is that, see up here where it says 0 daily loot boxes? You can get up to 30 loot boxes per day just by sending to other people's properties. And so when I would treasure hunt, I would go out of my way to not have to send to anyone else's property. again, because I wanted to save the epics. So I would always try to land on one of my own properties for as long as I could. Spark Tycoon has changed all of that, because about 75% of the time when you send to someone else's property, you get a loot box. So now I want to get loot boxes. So I just send to other people's property willy-nilly, as long as they have their send fee set to the lowest. I'm pretty picky about that. And if you do not have your send fees set to the lowest, I would encourage you to do so, because you'll actually earn a lot more money if you put your send fees at the lowest, because a lot of people do not want to land on your property. And in many cases, they will not land on your property unless you are being a good Samaritan, a good community member, and setting your fee to the lowest. The thing is about setting your fee to the lowest is that it sends a message to the community. And I think a lot of people haven't thought about this a lot. But when you set your send fee to the lowest, you are delivering a message to each player that comes across your property. And you're actually saying, I care about you. I'm not trying to take advantage of you. We're all in this together, and I want to help you out by setting the lowest fee possible. That's the message that it sends, believe it or not. And so we look, those of us that are out there sending to other people's properties, we're looking at you, and we're figuring out who sets the lowest send fees. And those are the properties that we send to. So if you want to make money through sends, make sure to set your send fee to the lowest. And we greatly appreciate it when you do. But as I was saying, now I send to these properties willy-nilly so that I can get loot boxes. And I recently had some epics saved up, and I decided I wanted to get my ET Park properties built more quickly. So I went ahead and went to the UPX Spark Exchange, and you can see here that I have a lot of builds going on right now. And, I'm going to get bonus for that as well. One of the resources, so let me back up. So I have all of these buildings that I am building right now, and they are actually going to be done within, some of them within minutes, some of them by today. So suddenly my little neighborhood is going to pop full of structures. Here's the Spark Tycoon. Let's go back to dashboard. So here you can see I have 20 lumber mills, and there's 6 lumber that it's produced so far since my last collection. I have 20 small ore mines. There's 7 ore that I can collect. And I have 24 windmills with 2 energy that I can collect. So I'll just go ahead and collect those now. There we go. So why is it cool to get resources? You can get resources from having your own mills, like I just showed you. You also get resources by collecting loot boxes, and you get those loot boxes by sending to people's properties. And when this is my inventory, and as soon as I get up to 80 logs and 80 ore, I'll be able to build another windmill. So I just keep stacking the windmills. There's a lot of different ways to play. You don't have to play the way that I do. But if you go to the Spark Tycoon marketplace, you can see that ore is selling. The floor price is 29 to 30 epics each. And lumber is currently, the floor is 37 epics for a piece of lumber. And the energy is 105 epics at the floor. Now, these prices are low compared to what they were before, because it's just a supply and demand issue. And right now there's a lot more resources available than demand, and that brought the prices down. But you can see that even with the prices being low, it's a great way to earn extra epics. So if you did not want to reinvest your resources into building your own nodes, your own mills, you don't have to build your own mills. You can just use your loot boxes and the resources you get, and then you can sell them on the marketplace. So what Spark Tycoon has done is it's created another stream of revenue for us where we get rewarded, right? We get an extra reward for doing things that we were already doing. We were already treasure hunting. We were already sending to other people's properties. But now, by doing that, we get resources that we can sell on the marketplace. Now, let me show you another thing that's being sold. If we come up to consumables and hit research schematic, those are selling for 184 epics each. So this is the incentive to rent Spark. And that's why I have all of this construction going on, is because I'm going to earn research schematics from the Spark rental. You rent Spark and you get a certain number of research schematics, which you can save to use in the game, or you can just turn around and put them right back in the marketplace and earn some extra epics. Right now I have 30 research schematics, and I got those from renting Spark. This is very early in the Spark Tycoon game, and there's a whole bunch more coming out. The developer is Stosh, and Stosh has actually hired other full-time developers to get this game going. So we are at the very earliest stages of Spark Tycoon. I was a little bit late getting in. I wish I'd gotten in earlier, but I'm still early. And if you get in, you'll be early too. This is not financial advice. Let's make that clear. But personally, I am excited about Spark Tycoon. I'm playing it. I'm a bit obsessed with it. And I really encourage you to check it out if you haven't done so already. So that is Spark Tycoon. Why can't I get rid of these windows? Oh my gosh. There we go. Minimize. There we go. Oh, I have another construction ready. Do you want to see? Let's remove this window and put Upland window back up. All right. Let's make this a bit bigger. And let's inaugurate this. Yay! Love it when a building construction finishes. Oh, it has a nice yellow roof. Isn't that pretty? All right. Oh, and another one. If you're not a patient person, which I try to be patient, but I'm kind of not, the Spark Exchange is so amazing for getting your buildings finished. All right. Brown roof. What color do we have here? Do you like making lots of different colors? I try to do crazy different color schemes when I build. I guess that must have been a red roof. Okay. And what do we have next? I hope it's a different color. Oh no, it's another red roof. Oh boy. Let's see if we get a new color on this one. Oh, goody, we got a green roof. Yay, green roof. Are we done now? Okay, so we have a little bit of lull. All right, so what else do we want to talk about? Let's see here. I want to show you something else that I'm excited about, and that is the Speedway in Lusail at 169th Street. This is in Lusail, so here at the bottom. So when FIFA was introduced as a partner like a year and a half ago for the FIFA World Cup, Upland announced that, right, they were opening this FIFA World Cup village and that there was going to be a special speedway that runs through this place. And so I am really excited about the MV Motors Qatar track in Lusail. Up here we have the special stadium where the FIFA World Cup was played. And here we have the MV Motors Qatar track. And another exciting thing is that the Upland Bureau has been buying map assets from various UGC designers. This one is super cool. That was made by the Toss-Shak. And these are super cool. These are made by D-Tech. What else do they have? Let's see. They had a lot more the other day. They must have moved some, or I'm just at a bad angle and we can't see them. No, they must have been moving some. Anyway, I'm excited because, you know, everything in Upland takes time. And so they announced that there will be this special racetrack going through Qatar. And we've been waiting. And now we see it, our wait is paying off. Here it is. I can't wait to race on the track. And I can't wait to see how the Lusail neighborhood evolves over time, because those were not open to the public. And so it's kind of a special place. Look, we got a blue roof. That's exciting. What other colors can we get? I guess we're done for now. Okay, so let's minimize this window and remove. All right. I wanted to also just share a totem update, because we finished up the first cycle and we're waiting for Upland to announce the second cycle. All right, here is the result of cycle 1 of totems. I have 12 totems in total, and I bought some Protem, and so I had 7,000 and some Protem altogether to start out, between the Protem drop that we got for each totem, plus the Protem that I purchased. So now, though, my total is over 20,000 Protem. My profit was 12,939.63 Protem. And that means that I profited by more than 1,000 Protem per totem. So that turned out really well. And I'm excited for cycle 2. We're all waiting for the announcement to come that we can start feeding our totems again. I know that I've sort of missed it. I got used to feeding those little guys. And even though it was a bit strenuous, and I know we all had a lot of alarms going off all the time, you got kind of attached to doing it and attached to collecting those rewards. And it's really quite enjoyable. So we're waiting for cycle 2 to be announced. I don't know what the reason is for the delay between cycles. It could be that Upland is making some changes to how totems work. I really don't know. Hopefully they won't change anything that we figured out in the first cycle. So we had figured out how much to feed our totems and how often they needed to be fed. We also figured out that you could underfeed your totem. You could practically starve them as long as you didn't miss a feeding. And as long as you started feeding them the optimal amount during the positive part of their yield curve, you could actually earn the same amount of Protem while spending less. And so the end result is that you actually get to keep more Protem. Will they change that? Was that an intended mechanic, or was it a loophole that they're going to close? That's an outstanding question. Might there be anything else that Upland wants to change? I don't know. That's an outstanding question. The thing that will be new about cycle 2 is that there's going to be capacity limits. At least we presume that Upland will introduce the capacity limits during cycle 2 and moving forward. That's going to create an entirely new area for us to pay attention to research and to learn from, so that we can optimize our collection times. So looking forward to Upland making an announcement, and I guess we will just wait patiently until that time comes. And I hope you had great success on your totems, and we will all learn together next time and see what has changed. All right. What else did I want to show you today? Let's see. All right. So we have the frost ornaments, which Upland is selling as bundles for Metaventure owners, the owners of Ornament Metaventures. Here they are. I think they're beautiful. I really like these. You get 3 of these in a bundle. They're $45 per bundle. And then I don't have a picture of the Tokyo ornaments, but there were some special ornaments just for the exclusive Tokyo building as well. And you don't know what you're going to get. So you pay $45, you get 3 in a bundle. You don't know what you're going to get. And honestly, the general response from the community has been that these are overpriced. And a lot of Metaventure owners have said that they want to know what they're going to get, because like they have customers that maybe want an apartment, and a micro house. And the Metaventure owner is not able to say, yeah, I'll get those for you and sell them to you. You just can't say that because you don't know what you're going to get. So a lot of people have been passing on these bundles. And so today Upland announced that as of 9 a.m. tomorrow, any remaining bundles that have not sold are going to be burned. So this is not financial advice. I don't know what the future of the ornament market looks like. But if not many of these sell and Upland burns all of the ones that didn't sell, that's going to make the ones that people did buy extremely rare. Not to mention the fact that Upland is obviously working on game mechanics that provide utility and gamification to these to the seasonal ornaments. We have the seasonal challenges going on for ornaments, and there are some incredible prizes, and people are competing. And this is their first go at that. But it shows you the state of mind of Upland. It shows you what they're going for. And we can only imagine that they're going to continue tweaking the system, tweaking the game, because they clearly want to incorporate seasonal ornaments into the economy and give players a real reason to want to own these ornaments. So, I don't know what the play is here, but it certainly is looking like these are going to become even more rare than was originally planned. And we know that Upland is making changes to the, a constantly evolving system of the seasons and giving reason for people to want these ornaments. So we'll see what happens. But they're very pretty. And I've also heard a lot of people complaining about the USD sales. And I just want to take a moment to say that we want a lot of things from Upland. We all do. We want all kinds of new game mechanics, and we want some things to be fixed, and we want the game to evolve. And I'll just say that it takes a lot of money to maintain a gaming platform, just to maintain it. And then it takes even more money to grow it. So Upland needs to make money so that they have the money to pay the developers and to do all of the things that are required to make all of the changes that we're excited about in Upland's future. So, I think it's totally fair that they charge USD for the things that they produce. We should want Upland to make a lot of money so that they can continue to grow. And that's all I will say about that. Let's see. Okay. What else do I have today? There is a cool race. It's not a racing league. It's like a cool program that Tolton Motors came out with called Challenge a Pro. And the way that it works is if you want to try to beat a pro, I'm one of the pros. If you want to try to beat me, then you need to sign up with Tolton Motors as a challenger. And if you sign up as a challenger, you race against me and you beat me, then you become a pro. And so it's kind of this cool new racing system that I really love. And let me show you, I'm very proud of this race because I don't always do something cool when I'm racing. But this race I did. I actually did something cool. And so if I can find a way to open this up. Okay, bear with me. I'm almost there. Okay. Oh, where is it? My movie file. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. All right. Check this out. This is just, oh no. Let's fast forward to the end. So like the last 30 seconds of this race was really cool. Okay. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm still pretty new at this. And so this is the Creedmoor track, but I promise to get better as we keep going. This is the Creedmoor track owned by Swedish Mogul, and I just love it. It looks super cool. Oh, my Lord. Let's back up again. So these guys pull ahead of me. I am in the black. No, I'm not. Is this the wrong video? This might be the wrong video. Okay, they pull ahead of me. I'm in this car with the stripes. Yeah, this is the wrong video. This is actually one where Wolfie, beats me. But he wasn't a challenger, and so I maintained my pro position. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I shared the wrong video with you, and I'm not going to take more of your time trying to find the correct video. But just make sure, I wanted to make sure that you knew that the Tolton Motors, the Tolton Metaventures, does have this cool Challenge a Pro series. And if that's something you're interested in, if you think that you should be racing as a pro, or if you want to be a challenger, there are prizes involved, and it's just a lot of fun. So keep that in mind if you're looking for new ways to race. Let's see. Oh, okay. I wanted to show you what the Toss-Shak has worked on. So we've actually been working on things for a long, long time. And I will say that right now, Upland has been making a lot of changes to its UGC. And there's always times in Upland where we need to be extraordinarily patient. We were creating structure ornaments with the hope of getting the early mover advantage. And so I was actually showing the Upland team some of our really amazing structure ornaments that we were creating last Genesis week. And so it's pretty amazing to me to know that we're approaching Genesis week again, and I still don't have any of these ornaments in the game. Tosshead has as the designer of the Toss-Shak, he has been working so hard for the past year and practically killing himself. And then we've needed to remake all of those ornaments like 3 different times because Upland changed the specs. And then in December, they shut down the UGC program so that they could improve and enhance the UGC system. And so we've been patiently waiting for UGC to come back up, kind of to come back online with Upland. They just announced that the UGC is reopened for map assets, but we're still waiting on the ornaments. So I know you guys have been listening to me talk about all of the exciting things that the Toss-Shak is doing for well over a year now. And it's just one of those things where you have to be patient. I have great faith that Upland is working really hard on it, and that very soon the Toss-Shak ornaments will hopefully get into Upland and you can see what we've been working on. I'm really excited to share that with you. In the meantime, we've also been working with other community members, and I want to go ahead and show those to you. These are the Halloween map assets that we made for Too Stupid to Win in the Epics podcast. And these can be found at his Metaventure stores called Spooky Dookies. I love these ornaments. These map assets. And then as well, we have been working with Rob. I call him Rob. We know him as the agency of Stadium Chasers. And we made these for Stadium Chasers, and they are spectacular. They are for sale now. It was a long wait. Rob and I have actually been talking about these map assets since just shortly after Genesis Week 2022. So it's been well over a year that this has been in the planning and in development. Tosshead and Fadi did great work on the design, and here they are. So if you haven't checked out the Stadium Chasers Metaventures yet, I am just really proud to be able to share these with you, because while the Toss-Shak is waiting for our own things to get into the game, these are things that we made for some other beloved community members, and I just wanted to share those with you today. Also, you may not know it, but Stadium Chasers has a website, and I'm going to put the link in the description of this video so you can find it later. But let me show you the website real quick. All right. So the agency has been working so hard on his website. I know he has a lot of really exciting things planned. And you can see the product catalog here. The tailgate pop-up tent. The Happy Grill More. Isn't that a great name? The Air Llama Slam Jam Hoop. The Armchair Quarterback Chair. I love these names. Very, very clever and well done. The 213 Staggered Podium. And the Llama Letters Limited Edition Mailbox. These are really amazing map assets. And I want to brag also for a minute, because if you go to let's see. Can we look at this? Look at this. This was the NFL Pick'em. It was my first time participating in a Pick'em event, and I won. Can you believe that? I won. Betts was ahead the whole time. I was in the second spot. And at the very end, even though I am from San Francisco, I went ahead and chose Kansas City as the winner because I had a feeling I could have been wrong, but I had a feeling that Betts would pick San Francisco to win. And the only chance that I had at winning was to pick the other team. So I did, and I won. So I'm really proud of that. I'm actually not a sports person, but my husband is. So everything that I know about sports, sports books, sports betting, it's all because of my husband. But as a non-sports person who had not done a pick'em before, I'm super proud to be the champion. So again, I'll put the Stadium Chasers website in the description of this video. And I'm excited to see what comes next. So I'm hoping to have Rob, the agency, on with me in a future stream so that we can talk about some of these things. All right, let me close that window. Okay, something else cool that's happening is Thank Me Later and Snailspacing is doing an art contest that I'm enjoying participating in. It's not, it's kind of a contest, but it's also kind of a way for artists to just hang out together and appreciate each other's work. And what happens is they have themes. So let me show you. Let me open these up and show you what's going on. I'm going to show you some of my art here. Almost ready. 1 second. Okay. All right. Let me share my screen. Okay. So they have a theme. Snailspacing has sort of like a calendar with a theme for each month. The theme for January was beginnings. And this is the piece that I submitted. I do all of my work in Photoshop. And I called it Inspiration. Because to me, like the idea, every beginning starts with an idea or a feeling. And those ideas and feelings are inspired. And so, to me, this was like the colors of energy that you might see during a moment of inspiration. So I submitted this one in January. And then February, of course, was love. And I submitted this called Spiraling into Love, which I think needs no explanation. And then the month of February, which is where we're at right now. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is February, so this is love. Next month, March, is envy. So I haven't submitted this yet, but I think this is the piece I'm going to submit. And I made this with the green eyes, like the green-eyed monster. What do they say? Jealousy is a green-eyed monster. I think that jealousy and envy is a super destructive, just god-awful emotion that none of us are free of, but I try to be. So I tried to make here a green-eyed monster, or, a very disgruntled person who's like with their envious rage and basically self-destructing within their rage. And I have titled this one, When Me. When Me. Because isn't that jealousy and envy? It's all about you. It's all about what you want for you. And so this picture of a green-eyed person self-destructing is When Me. So I wanted to share those with you because it's a lot of fun. And let's put the happy heart picture up. It's a lot of fun to participate. I was not doing my art until Thank Me Later and Snailspacing started up this program. And it has given me the motivation that I need to sit down and start doing some art again. And it just feels really good to take a bit of your time each day doing some art. I think it's calming. If you do art, you know what I mean. It just does something to you. So I'm happy to be working on art again. And I'm going to put the link for Snailspacing in the description in case you would like to participate. And one of the neat things is that Snailspacing will take your art and turn it into NFTs, which are sold for wax, a very small amount of wax. This isn't something that anyone's really making a lot of money on, but they will drop a certain number of NFTs into your wallet and you'll have those. So if you would like to see your art turned into NFTs, you might consider joining us in Snailspacing. Again, the link will be in the description. Okay. Do I have anything else for you today? What was this? Okay, no, that's not anything. I think, oh, one last thing. I didn't show you the Kaboom assets. I showed you Stadium Chasers and Spooky Dookies. And I forgot to show you Kaboom. Right? Kaboom partnered with Upland. This was a partnership that was brought to Upland by players, by Dak and me. It was Dak's idea, and he's still out there working to bring perpetual good to the metaverse by helping charities realize the opportunity that is available to them in the metaverse. So great work, Dak. Dak invited me in, and the Toss-Shak volunteered to create these map assets for Kaboom at no charge. So this was our little bit of charity that we gave. And recently, Forbes, you probably saw that Forbes did an article about Upland, and we're all so excited to see Upland getting coverage from Forbes, as well as many other crypto publications out there. It has been fantastic to see the coverage that Upland is getting now, the media coverage. But I will say that Forbes said that Upland made these map assets for Kaboom, and I was very disappointed that the Toss-Shak did not receive any recognition for having created these assets. So the least I can do is show them to you here and let you know that we made those and we're very proud of them. And we're big believers in Kaboom's mission to end play space inequity in the real world. So thank you for giving me a moment to share that with you. And let me just scan my list here. I really think that about does it. I'm looking at my treasure hunting spreadsheet. Yes, I keep a spreadsheet for treasure hunts. It is outdated by like 1 week. But as of 1 week ago, I had earned 65,916 epics and 0.28 spark for the month of February. And that's a week old, so it's even better than that now. That's just another reason to play Spark Tycoon, because you're getting these benefits together. You're earning the epics from your treasure hunt. You're earning the free spark. You're earning loot boxes, and you can build your own mills and start producing your own resources. And you can sell all the resources on the marketplace. But meanwhile, we are earning epics and spark when we treasure hunt in addition to resource loot boxes. So I will also include the link for the UPX Spark Exchange just to make it easier for you. I want to thank you for joining me for this video, which has been much longer than normal. I hope that you've enjoyed just sort of hanging out with me here and seeing kind of a day in my life. I spend a lot of time with Upland, and these are some of the things I'm doing. So yeah, thank you for your support, everyone. Thank you for watching me, and tap into the metaverse, and I will see you in Upland.
Upland Metaverse.